Live from the City of Angels, it's Sunday night. The Sunday Evening Spectacular is underway. Tonight, the song you hear in the background comes from tonight's MMT evaluation. It is She Rides Shotgun, a film that I like. I'll tell you why coming up. Also, the Shills hit Hurricane Harbor. We discuss. But our big topic tonight is Fantastic Four taking a huge tumble. Listen, we discussed it this morning on Midnight Movie Money, and it's bad, right? Minus 66%. But I'm going to do something that really no one else in the space does, right? There's no one, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys, because that's what I do. I'm going to be 100% forthright with you and tell you that we're the gold standard. You know that. Why? Because we're objective. Because we report. I'm not on here to present some kind of bullshit picture of what's actually happening. I am rooted in truth, rooted in authenticity. And if you have any questions, man, just watch. You should know by now that there's no one in this space who is more authentic than yours truly. It's just the truth. So here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk about Marvel's Doomsday, right? It arrived early. If you go by the reaction to this weekend and the fall that we saw, look here, you can see. And even Variety's like, look, it craters by 66% in the second weekend. Naked Gun did not have a good debut either. We'll talk about that later. But we're focusing on Fantastic Four and minus 66, okay? So that sounds bad, and I'm not going to argue that it isn't not a great number, okay? You really want to see this hold at a 50, 55 at the worst because it's the second weekend, nothing major head-to-head. Oh, wait, there was. Superman, right? Yeah, that was a problem. The scheduling was really bad here by Disney, without question. But let me paint a more optimistic picture here tonight. That's what we're doing, okay? It is, by some accounts, Doomsday. But look here. Right now, we stand at $368.7 million. This is directly from the Disney email. You see it. Global number. Call it $370 million. Let's go look at Thunderbolts / Thundercocks. You know, it's what we called it. Okay, just go with it. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. Look where that film was after 2 weekends. $272.2 million. So we're roughly 100 million, just call it 100 million, ahead of Thunderbolts. So there we go. That is not just a positive spin, it's the truth. We are 100 millions up on Thundercocks. Now, 2 weeks, matching the exact time frame in theaters. That is good. But let's continue because we do journalism here. Let's go back to Thor: Love and Thunder, right? A lot of people say that's when it all went south. Guess how much that film had after its first 2 weekends? 498. So we're 130 off of that. So look. Here's the whole picture, and I just painted it. No one else. You got your varieties, you got THRs, you've got your deadlines. No one just did what I did because the ace is on the mic here on Sunday night. Thanks for being here. If you're watching on X or on YouTube, Midnight Movie Talk, go there and comment. I'm on my own tonight. If I don't get to your comments right off the bat, I will at some point. We got a lot to talk about. I got 3 live evaluations, okay? I mentioned the big one, the one that I'm excited to talk about. It is She Rides Shotgun with Taron Egerton. That's in moments. But I just gave you all of it, okay? When Fantastic Four is 100 million up on Thunderbolts, but 130 off of Thor Love and Thunder. So Marvel is not in the best place. We know that. Why did this happen? Listen, we talked about it this morning. I'll give you the very quick answer. It's on the wrong end of Superman. You do not drop 2 weeks after another CBM. It sucks all of the oxygen out of the marketplace. In fact, we're looking at right now for this film to be at $370 million is kind of a miracle, because we talk about so often the wave theory, right? You do not want to be on the back end of a big film because it takes, again, all of that oxygen out of the marketplace, and people don't go right back to the theater like you do, like I do. I've seen 5 movies in 4 days, okay? So that's not normal. The average person goes once a month, once every 2 months. They already saw Superman. It was first to market. You don't want to be second to market, ever. Okay? So if you are second to market, you're going to pay a price, especially when it's head-to-head CBMs. So that was a mistake. Obviously, we just had Thunderbolts. That wasn't that long ago. Earlier this summer, technically. And why are we back at it again? Marvel needs a break. We're going to get one. As you guys know, the next movie is Doomsday. And we got some time, which they need. They need a year off. No shows, no nothing. Just let Marvel go dark. Let it disappear off the radar. I don't even want to hear anything out of Feige or Marvel for the next year, because people need to get excited to see an MCU film again. Now, we had this discussion months ago. You know, and I'm right, and you know I'm right when I say this. We're never going to see another Endgame. Okay? Even if Doomsday is the best Marvel film ever, okay, which it'll have to beat Endgame in my estimation, because I think that is, if you talk about the one Marvel film that does it perfectly and the culmination of the 10 years, it's Endgame, okay? And somebody say Infinity War, fine. Take whichever you want. But this needs to be that good. The problem is it won't be, because the build isn't going to be there. So even if it is a great film, it won't have the same juice that Endgame had, because of all of those films that led up to Endgame. Now it's going to be like, here's Doomsday. Wait, where's the MCU been? Because of these self-inflicted wounds and films like The Marvels, okay? A lot of you hated Ant-Man 3. I got news for you. Don't even bring up Ant-Man 3 when you got The Marvels sitting there. Did you sit through The Marvels? You probably didn't, because it only made $200 million worldwide, less than that. And you're going to tell me you're going to talk about Ant-Man 3 or Thor Love and Thunder when you got The Marvels? What are you doing? What are we talking about? Get with it. It's unbelievable. People have no clue what constitutes wretchedness. And trust me, The Marvels, that whole like song and dance routine, oh my God, man, it is some really putrid shit. So you wonder where it all went wrong. You look at a film like Marvels, okay? You look at a Wakanda Forever, not a great film. You know, a lot of you don't like Thor Love and Thunder. You think it's goofy. Thor Love and Thunder's better than Thunderbolts. Sorry, man, no way. Everyone's like, Thunderbolts is the return. First of all, Fantastic Four is much better than Thunderbolts, better than Captain America Brave New World, completely forgettable. So now, Marvel's just got to start making great films, okay? Not great films in the eyes of influencers or crappy critics, okay? In the eyes of reality, a film that truly is worthy of the MCU badge. And I think it's lost so much luster, right? At this point, it's literally just, it's devalued, right? And now it just comes down to rebuilding the brand. Can you do it? And I think time off is the number one thing that we need. People did say the Marvel. Let's check it. For those of you who are like, well, maybe Weber's making this up about the Marvels, let's go ahead and look at that. I'll go to Box Office Mojo. Here it is. Just so you know, I called it at 180. Did I get it right? Let's find out. Give me 1 second. We got to sit through a little pizza ad, a little Caesar's pizza ad. Where'd it go? There it is. Here it is. Let's find out. Let's scroll down. It is sorry, my bad. I shortchanged it by 25. 206. It did 206 million. Oh my God. Dudes, this is some really awful stuff. You didn't even watch it. At 200 million, there's a good chance you did not watch the Marvels. So don't come in here and say, I saw the Marvels. You didn't see it. Fire, no, I don't know about that. Feige's not getting fired. I talked about that You know, when you had Thunderbolts and Captain America, it's time to have someone new in there. He's not leaving. He's the godfather of Marvel. It just isn't going to happen. Okay, yeah, Joker 2 did do more, right? I mean, The Marvels is just unwatchable. It's just a bad film, right? It's like, forget about the MCU and all that. It is literally like a TV show as a movie. And I feel so bad for Nia DaCosta, right? She got thrown under the bus because, you know, that's what happens when you work for Marvel or Disney. If you don't make a film that they really like, they'll just take it over and do some things to it. So Nia might have made a really cool Marvels, but she didn't get a chance to. I mean, Candyman I liked, okay? And she's coming back here with 28 years later, the sequel. I'm sure anything will be better than what we sat through with Danny Boyle and that. Oh, my Lord. By the way, thank you to whoever commented today on that video from months ago now, 28 years later. Because I couldn't believe, I was astounded at how awful 28 years later. Thank you for being on the right side of history. I'm like, hey, man, bro, that's what we do here. All we are is on the right side of history. It gets kind of old. Well, no, it doesn't. Because when you're always right, because we're, you know what? We're based in fact, in objectivity, and fearlessness. And all those things make you the winner at the end of the day. All right, guys, I'm going to take a short break, not a real break. I'm going to take a break from talking because I just unloaded for like 10 minutes. I need just a second because it's time for the MMT evaluation of a film that I really like. But it's deeply flawed, okay? Let's talk about it right now. It's a film you did not see this weekend. This film was in like 5 theaters. It had 1 showtime at a lot of places. It had 2 in Burbank. That's really bad. It is called She Rides Shotgun. It's Taron Egerton. It's based on a novel that was pretty successful, if I'm not mistaken. And let's watch a little of the trailer. I'm going to tell you why I like the film, but what it needs to be worked on. Like, this is a great film that I wish I had seen a test screening of. I would have cleaned this shit up and it'd be a very good film. But as it is, there's things to talk about. Here comes the trailer for She Rides Shotgun. It is time for the MMT evaluation. The first of 3. 3X MMT evaluations starts now.
Have you done this before?
Yeah, thousands of times. Polly. From now on, we're on our own. Dangerous men are coming for us. You're gonna have to do as I say. I want you to be brave, but strong. Can you do that for me?
Steele's gang put a green light on you two. And he's got cops on his payroll.
Everybody is looking for you.
Jacked.
What did you do?
Seatbelt, Polly.
Okay, I'm going to pause right there. I'm going to show you the highlight of the film. She's right in front of you. This little girl is spectacular in this film. Okay? 10 years old, Anna Sophia Hager. And when you watch this film, because it's probably not showing near you, Lionsgate put it in, again, 5, 6, 7 theaters with 1 showtime a day. Really a disservice to this film. But this is one of the best performances I've seen this year, without question, period. Regardless of supporting, lead, male, female, doesn't matter. This is wow from this little girl, okay? And she's tasked with a lot. She's Taron's daughter in the film. Egerton's just out of jail. He was in a gang. They want some retribution. They want cash from him, and it goes sideways. This is very Refn-esque, okay? Very Drive-esque. The score reminds me of Drive. The cinematography, the grittiness, the griminess, and the groundedness of this film. All of that is exactly where I want to be in a movie theater. I was super dialed into this film, even though there are a lot of problems with this film. okay? And it's all screenplay, but it's one thing in particular, it's performance, and I'm looking for the guy right now, if I can find him in this trailer. He's the supporting, he's one of the cops, he's an Asian actor, and I gotta tell you, he's not even in the trailer, which doesn't surprise me. He's not good. You've got to recast that role. I mean, he's got moments at the end of this film where he has to deliver with Taron, and I felt bad for Taron because Taron's doing his thing, and this actor's just not very good. I think he was in some big show, like a lot of episodes of a show you watch. I don't have it in front of me now, but when you watch this film, you'll see. It's weak, and you shouldn't be in a film watching somebody who's essentially reading lines. It's like, what? And Taron's a producer on this thing, so he probably knew in the middle of shooting this isn't really the guy for us. And it does hurt the film. It just, again, in a film, I should not be watching somebody who has a pretty substantial role that isn't really up for the task. That's how we get to motion picture acting, right? You have to prove yourself on a lot of projects before you make it into a film because there's so much weight on your shoulders. And even though this dude's done things in this film, he just doesn't have it. And that hurts this film big time, okay, on the back end. Every scene in this film runs too long. Okay, gets back to the director, and I think Taron as the producer just gave him too much freedom. There are so many opportunities to take these scenes and trim them, tighten them, compact them. Late in the movie, there's a scene with Edgerton and the girl who, again, is just lights out. My God, is she great. But there's two different scenes with him essentially telling her goodbye. He tells her goodbye. He goes and talks to the cop who's not very good as an actor. Then he comes back in and says goodbye to the daughter again. That's not good. You know, guys, I just say it so often. I wish I'd get a call from one of these studios saying, Weber, we know that you know what you're doing. We've seen your work. You are the man in the space of film evaluation, and I know you can help us make a better film. So will you tell us what you think we can do to make Sheet Ride Shotgun a stronger film? And I would just give you everything I just did before it came out. The runtime would squeeze to about 145, 150. And look, it's a better film at that tighter. This is over 2 hours. This is what I would love to do. They're never going to do it. It's never going to happen because the executives at these studios think they know more than me. I can promise you right now, I don't care who's at Lionsgate. I know they just made a bunch of changes. I guarantee you, if you put me one-on-one in a room evaluating a film, I will destroy them. It is not a competition. It would not even be a contest, and they know that, and they don't even want to get involved because they're going to be out of a job. If I ever get in there, they're going to be out of jobs because I'm going to say, you're not very good. You need to leave. Okay? And what we need is more of that. We're not going to get it. I can talk about it all day here, all night on this stream. It's never going to happen because this town is run by people with egos that are way too big for what they actually bring to the table. Okay? And that's a problem. And we end up with a film that could have been a lot stronger, and instead we get a film that I like a lot of places, but overall, because I like the moments and I like the feel, and I like just the overall grittiness of this thing, I'm giving it 85%. If it's in theaters near you, go check it out. Watch it late at night. It's like a really slow crime drama thriller. It's a slow burn, but I really dig films like this. You guys know that. Go back and look at one of our favorite films from last year, which was Ambulance City. What was it called? I already forgot what it's called. What about the ambulance? Oh my God. Literally, I'm forgetting the name. That's one of our favorite films. And that was super ass gritty. Asphalt City. That's so disappointing. You know, of all the moments I've had on this channel, this live, the fact that I forgot the name of Asphalt City is really, really embarrassing. So let's just forget that happened and let's move on. But know that these are very similar in feel. right? If I ever make a film and we wrote our script, okay, and it's still sitting there and it's still very good, but it's not as gritty as this. I want to write and make a film that's even grittier and grimier than this, and better and tighter, and has better actors and roles that matter. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And I don't hate the film. But again, you're just not going to see this anywhere near you. You're going to see it on streaming in like 2 weeks. Sydney Sweeney City. Speaking of her, let's look real quickly because I do see that she's out and about tonight. We do our breaking news here. Let's take a break and look at Sydney Sweeney. She was at the premiere of this real small film that I hadn't even heard of until the other night in front of this film that I just watched, because it's another Lionsgate movie. It's called Americana. Apparently it debuted at South by Southwest like a year and a half ago, and it's finally getting released. There she is here. I assume it's tonight in Hollywood. They didn't invite me. I'm a little disappointed. Paul Walter Hauser, who I know has checked out the stream. Paul, why didn't I get an invite? I would have had a drink with you, and we would have discussed some things. But instead, no, I'm here Sunday night talking about Sydney Sweeney at the event after all of the crazy shit that happened this week with her. I don't get into that, man. Listen, I know that means more views for me to talk about the jeans ad and all that. I just, you know how I feel about that, man. This is what we grew up with when we were kids. Cheryl Teagues and Heather Locklear and Suzanne Summers. This is what we had. So why are we acting like we can't? You know why? I'm going to say it. I said it before, and I don't care. It's my stream. The ugly people don't like it. I'm just telling you, man. I've seen it happen in my own life. People, whenever I post like a gym pic, oh, I'm this guy. I'm not going to mention, we're not going to talk about a certain someone tonight. I'm never talking about that dude again. Never again. It's never going to happen. But it's like, first of all, someone's like, he takes steroids. Oh, really? Oh, go ahead. Pay for the steroid test. I'll go take it right now. I'll go walk down. Is it open? It's not open tonight. I'll go tomorrow. Give me the money. I'll give it to you. Never touch the shit. That's what a weak person says. Just so you know. Someone who's never has gotten in the gym and doesn't understand how things work says something like, dude, if I was on steroids, let me tell you something. I wouldn't even be fitting in my fucking player kit. I would be like outgrowing it like Hulk Hogan. Okay? Rest in peace. My traps would be huge. Okay? So these people just, they don't like it. And, the average person who's not good looking doesn't like Sydney Sweeney. You know why? They don't like how they look. They look and they go, I don't like how I look, so I don't like someone who looks good. Do you understand that? I'm not doing it. We're going to have a good night tonight. I think we had a really awesome evaluation right there. I think it's one of the best it's good. And overall, we're off to a flying start only 22 minutes in. But you guys understand psychology. If you wake up and you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see every day, you're going to hate Sydney Sweeney. You just are. You guys, you shouldn't. But I'm telling you, people do. And you look at the typical film Twitter, blue-haired, weirdo people, they're not really good looking, right? Let's just be honest. I mean, you can talk about traditional good looks or whatever. At the end of the day, a lot of people just aren't attractive. Let's just face facts. I'm sorry, it's true. If you don't like hearing that, go away. Go, leave. I don't care. It's the truth. What do you want me to say? You want me to lie? It's the truth, dudes. If we had like 5 different people and showed you pictures and said, who's the best looking, you guys would all pretty much pick the best person. You would definitely not pick the ugliest. I guarantee you that would never show up on your ballot. It'd be number 5. Whoever the ugliest person would be with number 5. So let's not pretend that that's not like a real thing, right? We pretend like, well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Bullshit, fucking bullshit. Shut up. Unbelievable. Because the person who says that doesn't want to be judged by their looks, because it's the truth. I'm not saying you should judge someone on their looks. I'm just saying Sydney Sweeney is objectively hot. Don't pretend she's not. Like, if you're saying that, you're disingenuous, you're lying to yourself, and there's a very high likelihood you're not attractive. Those things are 100. All of what I just said is true. Whether you like what I said or not, it doesn't matter if you like it. It's true. What do you want me to do? Lie? It's 100% what it is. Yasmin Bleeth was smoking hot. Not anymore. I'm sorry. All elite. She used to be. I was all about Yasmin Bleeth, like way back when. Exactly. You guys get it. Look, come on, man. Sydney Sweeney is... Okay, let's just break it out like this. I didn't even want to do Sydney Sweeney, but now it's like this whole thing. Because this is what everyone's talking about. So I just need to make sure it's very clear exactly what's going on here. Sydney Sweeney is the girl in high school that everyone thought was cute. Right? Everyone. Doesn't matter if you were the biggest nerd or the coolest jock or somewhere in between. You thought Sydney Sweeney was cute. She is. She's like the all-American cute high school girl. Not in high school, but you know what I mean. If all of us were back in high school and Sydney Sweeney went to school, you'd all be like Sydney Sweeney, and some of the girls would hate her. Say, Sydney gets all the attention because she's so, say it, cute. We hate her. The mean girls would be all over. That's just the truth. What do you want me? I mean, Rachel, listen, I know. I'm just, Rachel, but you know what I'm saying. It's fair. It's fair. What I'm saying is fair. It's all I'm trying to do. All right, guys, let's do this. It's time to have some fun with the shills. You guys ready? This is a good one. We're going to call out a bunch of shills tonight because the shills went to Hurricane Harbor. You guys want to see? Hold on. Let me dig it up. Let's get rid of Sydney Sweeney and let's go find this. These are my favorite. Some of my favorite shills now. I'm really into the real rejects. Okay. Let's watch their day at Hurricane Harbor as Universal was promoting Nobody 2. So what did Universal do? Universal bought out the entire water park and let the influencers and faux critics hang out and think that they're the cool people. They're not, but they think. Let's watch a little bit. It's not just one. Let's just listen to a little bit of this because this is how you shill, baby.
Never been to a water park. It's my first water slide ever.
Wait, hold on. Dude, first of all, if you're going to come in here and say you've never been to a water park in your life, and he looks like he's, what, 30? I don't know. Dude, I went to water parks when I was 14. We had a place in Columbus, Ohio that was right next to the zoo. It's called Wyandotte Lake. Crappy name, right? They renamed it to like Zoombezi Bay or something. Way better, right? But Wyandotte Lake was cool. We went to the wave park. They had a couple of slides. We all went there. How have you not been to a water park before Universal paid for your ticket, bro?
Where are we? We're at Six Flags Hurricane Harbor.
And we've lived here our whole lives, but we've never been to this water. I've never been to a water park ever.
We've never.
Well, he said that now twice, didn't he? Hold on. Did he say that twice now? Hold on.
I've never been to a water park. It's my first water slide.
Hold on. Has this guy ever been to a water park? Let's listen again. Hold on.
I'm so excited.
I already forgot.
Where are we?
Let's see.
We're at Six Flags Hurricane Harbor.
And we've lived here our whole lives, but we've never been to this water. I've never been to a water park.
So wait, hold on. Just so everyone's clear, dude on the right's never been to a water park.
Ever.
We've never been to Six Flags together.
We haven't?
We don't go anywhere together.
Are you
Oh my God, this is bad. Are they trying to be funny? This is bad. I'm sorry. I'm not going to watch their videos. Don't make me watch the real rejects. Look, we're cool geeks. And I'm not watching that shit because they're not cool. And they are geeks, though, for sure.
gonna actually do a slide thing?
Absolutely.
Is he chewing on a toothpick? What the hell's that guy on the right even doing? He's chewing on a toothpick. Who does he think he is? Does he think he's Ryan Gosling in Drive?
Yeah, let's get to it.
It's the most intense one.
This one. Go there.
Can we reconvene?
Yes.
God, I can't believe I'm watching this. I'm sorry, everybody.
Doing it?
Listen
Dude, this needs to be edited. Okay? Me live is better than this. It is edited, but I'm telling you, dude, this thing should be like 10 seconds. It's a minute 24. Oh, wow. Look, he's been working on, he's skinny. Come on, man. I mean, he is lean, but come on. This is stupid. If I did that in a video, you guys have every right to come in here and hammer me. Weber's been working on his abs. Dude, don't make me take my shirt off. I won't do this.
Hands behind head.
Yes.
Hold sunglasses.
Oh, my God.
Final words, Greg. Alrighty.
Yeah, let's do this.
Bye.
This is the worst moment in the history of MMT. So I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm doing this. I like to torture myself, clearly.
Fly off. Someone push me.
Oh my God. And bye.
Dude, he's got to be a lot bigger to be Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon was jacked, dude. Okay, wait, hold on. I missed that because I was watching. Let's watch here. Let's watch the edit.
Bye.
There he goes. Is he holding his sandals? Oh, are they a couple? Wow.
Ready? I think so.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
This is awful. Does this have, how many views does this have? It's one of the worst videos I've ever watched here. Should we do an MMT evaluation of this video?
Not really whatsoever.
I think we are.
I'm holding on to him.
Do I have to go back?
Oh, God. You wonder why I don't get invited to anything. And these say, Weber's here. That guy's the worst. Well, whatever. It's true. It's cringy.
All right.
You're almost there.
Jesus Christ. It's a jump cut. Wait, they were on a raft, and now she's coming down exposing her breasts.
Oh, what a nice comrade!
Oh my lord.
It's a beautiful shot.
Oh, look, there it is. See, this is what I told you guys. Look, Nobody 2 at the water park. Does it take place in a water park? The first one, I didn't even care about Nobody. So I guess the second one is like at a water park, maybe? Is that what this crossover promotion shit is? We're almost done. There's only like 4 seconds. There it is. Okay, but wait, we're not done. That's only one. There's lots of people that got invited. Not me. You guys want to see another one? Let's see if we can find another person who... Let's check this one. Oh, look who it is. It's Koi Jandro. And he's going big for Nobody movie at Hurricane Harbor. That's 2 influencers. Well, Real Rechecks is like 2 or 3 people. So is that 4? I don't know how we want to count this. Let's call it 4 movie influencers at Nobody 2 water park. Let's see if we can find another one. Look, it's another influencer. This one is Jasmine Page Moore. Thank you, Universal, for the perfect summer event at Hurricane Harbor celebrating Nobody movie. It was a perfect afternoon. That is 6. I can't do the count. Right? Is that 6 influencers? Help me out. I'm terrible at the count. That was awful. Let's see if we can find another one. You guys ready? Here we go. Here comes. This is Wendy. Wendy Lee Zaney didn't post a picture of herself, but she was there because she has a picture of the billboard at Hurricane Harbor. That's 7 influencers. This is the worst. I'm sorry. I'm going to get the count, and next time I'm going to run it. Let's see if we can find it a 7th or 8th. Griffin Schiller, you're number 8, everybody. This is exciting. Oh, by the way, I forgot when I was doing the last one. It's the movie couple. You guys ever heard of the movie couple? I was checking them out a second ago. You guys want to watch a movie couple video? Let's just watch for a second. Let's see. This is a movie couple. They have 77,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then way more than we have. Way more. Holy shit, they're beating my ass into the ground. Like, it isn't even a fair contest. I'm getting pulverized by the movie couple. In fact, it could be a throuple for all we know. Let's see what we got. What's the latest? Okay, hold on. Let's find it. Do you want to watch a trailer reaction? Oh, no, they said Superman's good. I'm not watching that. Let's see. All right, let's go here. Let's go to the Superman movie review just for a second.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the channel.
Holy shit, I'm already bored. By the way, let's talk for a second. Remember, I like to play this game. You guys want to play the game with me? Let's play the game of subscriber to view ratio, okay? Because Weber can play that game. Weber can play that game all fucking night. You know why? 2,900 subscribers. We're niche. It's always going to be the Riddler's channel from the Batman. Just it is what it is. I don't even care. Even if this had 1 million viewers, which it never will happen, I still would say we're going to be the niche channel. I'd still be doing shit like this because I don't care. We'll do what I want to do. But look, let's talk subscriber reviews real quickly because I'm doing it right now live. I have not done any homework on this. 77,000 subscribers. How many views do you think this video has? 1.8K. That's a horrible subscriber to view ratio. Horrible. That is like is that like a 2% subscriber rate? Someone do the math for me. 77,000 and call it 2,000 views. We'll be kind. It's a horrible return rate. What I tell you ours is 30%, 30%, 30%. We're killing these people. They might have more. How do you have 77? Sorry, guys. I know. You guys like talk about movies. I want to have some fun. I just want to say that. Jenna Marbles, who's that? Oh, yeah, she was. She was old school. So do you guys do you think, should I have been invited to Nobody 2 Hurricane Harbor? Okay, here's the test. You guys ready for this? This is the big test. How many of the people that we just saw at Hurricane Harbor for Nobody 2, the water park, purchased? You can go down the slides as many times as you want. It's all good. It's all on us, baby. All the food, all the rides, parking's free. How many of the people that went to Hurricane Harbor think that they're going to turn around and give Nobody 2 a scathing review? What do we think the percentage is going to be? I think it's going to be 0. Do you guys want to? Does anyone want to guess what the percentage is going to be? I mean, well, yeah. Okay. I will go to the water. I would definitely show shirtless pictures of the water park without question. But that's not the point. Stop, Schlacker. Let me stay on my point. The point is let's talk about the problem here. The problem is that everyone who went to see Nobody 2, let's wait until the reactions come in and tell me if they match. I'm not going to go do the homework. I'm not going to go check for all their reactions. But I guarantee you, nobody that went to that event will turn around and hammer it, because that's the problem. You do not bite the hand that feeds you. And for a lot of these people, this is what makes them them. Going to these events, showing social media. Look, I'm at the Nobody 2 water park thing. Not me, man. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't care about any of this stuff anymore. That's why it makes. I don't care. Okay, I just have no interest in it. If they invite me and the director like says, Eric, I'd like you to come, different story. But if the company asks, I'm not going. I don't want to go. I don't want to see these people. I don't want to hang out with the crowd. It's not my thing anymore. Okay. I would have done it years ago, but guess what I still would have done? Even though years ago I would have gone to this and had no problem, I would still come out and say Nobody 2 I didn't like. Because you guys know that. Because I can't, it's not part and parcel with me. Quid quo pro does not work with MMT. They are not ever going to work. It's never going to happen here on this channel. At least those people aren't on Rotten. Are they? Are you? No, I think Real Rejects is. Aren't they? Pretty sure they are. Griffin is. Griffin's on Rotten Tomatoes. 100%. Griffin's watched the show. I don't even think Griffin's a bad guy. I think Griffin sometimes gets it right. Sometimes he really misses. But I think sometimes he actually gets it right. He's like one of those critics I'd say maybe on his recommendations. Maybe. Not all the time. Maybe. At least he's a maybe. Some might say none at all. Okay? But he's on Rotten Tomatoes. So, Rachel, I got to correct you there. Okay? Yeah, Wendy Griffin. That's 2. So 2 of them. Nobody 2 is just going to be another throw. Exactly. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to see it. All right, let's do... I want to watch a quick video, and then we'll do another evaluation. I've got a really weird film called Cloud from a director that apparently is a big deal. I didn't even know. Okay, this is like a director. You know, sometimes you just miss films by certain people. This guy's been working for a long time, and I saw his first film that I've ever seen from him in Cloud. We'll talk about that in a few minutes, but I do want to get to this because this was interesting this week. This was from, let me pull it up, Jonathan Majors, right? And I said this after watching this. I was thinking back to this year. I don't think there's anybody this year that's had a stronger performance than him in Magazine Dreams. Jonathan Majors in Magazine Dreams is the best performance that I have seen this year. Let's listen to him talk about when he was canceled. As you guys know, what went down. I don't want to get into the whole legal stuff and the girlfriend and the abuse and all. I don't want to do it. I'm just going to talk about him discussing getting canceled, and then I really want to bring home the fact that Magazine Dreams is a great film. I mean, it's one of the best films of the year. There's issues, but overall, one of my favorite films of the year, and he's the best performance this year. This is Jonathan Majors talking about when he got fired from Disney.
Okay, what are you going to do now? What's that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? That's a real moment for me, right? I'm really asking, what's that mean? What's the definition of it? And now there's a playbook for it, right? Okay. This individual, this entertainer, this athlete has done this. Now we're going to cancel him, throw the book at him. Well, the court already did that. But then you go into your social group or your work environment, and you have to pay a penance there too, apparently. I don't disagree with that. But the idea of cancellation, in my opinion, and it varies, right? Mm-hmm. And I've said this before, so I'll be bold in saying it. I just think it's incomplete.
I'm not a big fan of canceling, okay? I'm going to let him finish, but just quickly, my thoughts on cancellation is short of something that is truly awful and unredeeming, okay? Murder, okay? Honest to God, murder, okay? And maybe some other, rape, okay? I'm just going to be straight up and say it, okay? And I know, I can't say that. Either one of those words, because I think now I'm going to get in trouble from YouTube for saying that because you got to say unalived, okay? Really, really terrible stuff. Okay, I think you have a path to redemption. Now, whether he hit his girlfriend or not, struck her or choked her, I understand that I think he was guilty of something, okay? I'm not going to get into that. But I'm just saying, I still believe there's a path back to redemption. There has to be, short of the unredeemable. I just do. And I think, to his point, I'm with him.
I think it's incomplete. You fuck up, you fall down, make a mistake, and then you're in the corner for the rest of your life. Never mind your child. Never mind your livelihood.
Agreed.
Never mind yourself. Your self-confidence, I just couldn't have it. You know what I mean? So I chose to go a different route.
And listen, I'm with him 100%. And I told you guys, I understand that that's not going to sit well with some of you, but it is what it is. Okay, I found it, and I got time tonight because, you know me, I'm spur of the moment. I'm not, this is sort of put together, but in general, I like just flow where I think we need to go right now. And I've talked about Magazine Dreams, and look what is on YouTube. One of my favorite scenes of this year. We are going to watch the diner. Well, it's really the dinner place, but it's the dinner scene from Magazine Dreams. This is the best performance I've seen this year, and I'm pretty sure this is exactly the scene that I want to watch. Let's watch a little bit of this, and just trust me that it is truly spectacular work from Jonathan Majors, and we're going to watch it right now and make sure to get the right tab up. Here we go. This is the scene from the restaurant. He's on his date. He is a bodybuilder, wannabe pro, and he's off. Mentally, he's not all there. And you're going to see it in this scene.
Sorry, I hope I'm not too late.
Oh, no, not at all. Thank you for coming.
So he's socially awkward. You can see that early here. He almost is autistic in the film. It feels like that, right? He just gets focused, obsessed on things, and just watch how this plays out. I'm going to let it go because it is so great. Just watch how this first date starts to completely fall apart, and then the work that he's doing in this scene is just next level shit.
You look handsome. Oh my. What happened?
I was in a car accident.
Oh my goodness. Was it bad?
I'm okay. I was wearing my seatbelt. Yeah, my dad always said wear your seatbelt, so thanks, Dad.
So she is a cashier at the grocery store where he shops, and he works there actually, right? So he asks her out on a date. This is the first date, and everyone's been in a first date situation, maybe a blind date, and it's totally awkward. But wait, just watch what happens here, okay? Because obviously this is all kind of like you've seen before, but wait till he does what he does.
My dad's the exact same way. Like, the exact same way. Speaking of my dad, I kind of maybe told him about you and about our date.
Really?
Yeah. Is that embarrassing?
No.
I'm embarrassed.
No, not at all. Don't be. You're making me blush.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how awkward, but wait, just wait till he starts ordering. Hopefully that's all here.
I am.
You can blush all you want. You have a nice blush.
Well, since we're clearing the air, truth is, I come to the market when I know you're working just so I can see you.
Okay, starting to get a little bit.
Yeah?
She's like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still going.
I've been meaning to ask you out for a long time now.
I always thought you were checking me out. I always thought you were handsome, but I'm really shy.
I'm shy, too.
I can see that. I like it.
I told mine.
I mean, right there, right? Grabbing the still wrapped in napkin, fork, and knife and putting it to his forehead right there. Uh-oh, here we go.
Dad. About tonight.
Shut up, really?
No, I'm kidding about that one. No, I'm just kidding about that one. My dad's dead.
Yeah, she thinks he's totally goofing. He's
You're a
like,
funny one.
he's being raised by his granddad.
Oh.
My mom's dead too, actually.
Like, not really what you want to talk about on a first date, right?
You remind me of her a little. Someone killed her. My dad did.
I mean, at this point, she's like, "Get me the fuck out of here."
He
But
shot
it gets
her
worse.
and then he shot himself. That's why they're both dead.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
It's okay. I live with my papa now.
Hey, y'all. Good evening.
Here we go.
Can I start y'all off with
Look at
something
her.
to
She's
drink?
like, "Get me out of here." Okay.
I actually think we're ready to order.
All right.
I'll do the 6-ounce sirloin, medium rare, no fries.
Oh my God.
And I'll also do the chicken tender salad, charbroiled. If Luis is in the back, just ask him. He knows how I like it. And does the glaze on the salmon contain sugar?
She's getting all the protein. By the way, right? First date. Let her order first. This is great. This is just so great.
I'm actually not sure, but I can check.
Actually, no, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure it does. I'll take the salmon. You guys can hold the glaze.
And Haley Bennett's face throughout this scene, right? She sells that she knows clearly that this guy is borderline psychotic.
All right. Would that be all?
Let's trade out the steaks. I'll do the porterhouse, 20 ounce, still medium rare. And what is your soup of the day?
It's cream of mushroom.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Let's do 2 baked potatoes, no sour cream, light bacon, please.
Still
got
going.
it.
And would you be able to do a side of chicken breast, just chicken breast, plain, nothing on it?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, at this point, if you're in the theater, you're watching here with me tonight, you are just cringing. You feel all of this, and Haley's just dying to flee from this place.
And could you top the water off, please? Thank you.
And for you?
I'll do the shrimp salad, I think.
Alrighty.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, I'll just hold on to that. That's okay?
Sure.
Thank you.
I mean, this scene, he just does it all, right? He's kind of an awkward guy. You see it in that interview.
I'm sorry about what I said.
No,
earlier.
He plays a version of
should've said
himself
it.
like
It's
most
stupid.
actors
It's
do, but he
okay.
does such a great job in this scene. And there's a diner scene later in this movie that's just unbelievable.
I
The
can't-
entire scene's there. It goes on for like another 3-4 minutes. This is one of the best scenes of the year. And Jonathan Majors is just absolutely stellar. And again, I'm telling you, best performance I've seen this year. I don't care about the past, honestly. I'm not going to talk about, this performance versus the off-field shit. I'm going to tell you that when I'm evaluating a film, I don't bring that in, okay? I just don't. I don't have time for that. If I watch a Woody Allen film, I would evaluate it against if it's a good film. I wouldn't think about the past. Now, you can do it however you want. I'm just going to do it that way. Your job when you watch a film is not to bring in all the baggage. And that's the other problem we have with everyone in the space, right? And I do mean everyone. Almost everyone in the space is politically charged towards the left, right? They are very left-leaning. And whenever you're a left-leaning person and you can't even see the other side, you're not even going to be able to access some stuff. And that is a real problem for many people. They can't get out of their own way in the space because they either have too much politics involved, they don't have any talent. Don't get me started again, guys. Or they just aren't fearless. There's all kinds of things that really basically make someone completely and utterly unreliable in this space. Okay? And all of those things are big on that, towards that end goal of honestly being discredited because you can't get out of your own way reviewing this. And Jonathan Majors is the best performance I've seen from anybody, actor or actress, this year. And there's no way that he will not be in my top 5. So if you're going to ask me tonight, should Jonathan Majors be an Oscars contender? Is anyone going to be in the top 5? I don't care if you have, there's no way there's going to be 5 performances that are better than this. So he's in my world. There's no way. It's too good a performance. It's graded too high. Right? It's just like you talk about the NFL draft. Once you get a draft score that's way up there, it doesn't matter who else is coming behind it. There's no one that's going to be that good. The chances are like next to zero that we're going to have another person that's that good. Okay, let's do this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to find the next thing. I want to talk about this because we haven't done one of these in a while. Let's talk about Sacha Baron Cohen and his new physique, because we have not done a physique critique in a very long time. So I figured we'd do one tonight. Those of you who've never seen this, this is where we look at an actor and we say, like we did this for Magazine Dreams with Jonathan Majors, and he looks, dude. I mean, my man's ripped. He has gigantic traps. If I could take one thing from Jonathan Majors, it'd be his traps. Don't anyone go anywhere crude with that shit, okay? Just the traps. And and here comes Sacha Baron Cohen. He got in shape. He's going to be Mephisto. Is that right? I don't know. Mephisto, whatever. There he is. We have similar physiques. I'm not going to lie. We really do, right? We have similar. And some of you are laughing, going, yeah, okay, just quickly. I'm not going to do it long, so a lot of you are like, Weber's coming up. Weber takes steroids. We have similar physiques, right? This is me, okay? Hold on. This is me, and this is Sasha. Lean, listen, I mean, this was me like last Christmas or two. This is about as big as I can be. I'm a little bit leaner now, but, I mean, the same idea, right? Lean and muscular. He looks good. He looks really good. He got in great shape. And this is a lot of diet, okay? This is a lot of dedication. He's been at it for a number of months. This is not a week. This is not 2 weeks. This is not a month. This is multiple months and really watching what you put in your mouth. So, again, don't take that the wrong way. But he looks good. He looks super lean. And, I mean, for a physique critique, I say great. Listen, I think as an actor, you should be in good shape. I think it's a discredit and disservice to the audience if you're playing like an action role. Look at Taron Egerton in this film tonight we talked about, She Rides Shotgun. He's jacked. Did I tell you guys I ran into Taron Egerton at my gym when I was working out at Equinox? Taron was there. I've got a picture somewhere. I just think I can find it. Give me a second. Real quickly. I'll see if I can find the picture from Taron Egerton. Let's see. I don't know if I can find it, but it's there. Trust me. It's on my Twitter. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going here. See if I can find it. I don't see it. You know what? Because when I posted the picture, I didn't say who it was. I just said, look who I ran into. So I don't know what to tell you. But me, it's not there. Hey, trust me, I ran into him. I have a picture with him. Yeah, yeah, exactly. He looks good. You guys are good. I really should have said that. I really screwed that up. I mean, listen, I'm not saying that I always am perfect. It's live. What do you want me to do? I'm not going to go back and redo this shit. All right, let's do a quick evaluation, then we'll get into Cloud last. This is a weird film I sat through, and I want you just to have a taste of Architecton. It is a new documentary from A24. I saw this back on Thursday. I double dipped with this and with, what did I say later than I already forgot. The hell was Naked Gun? Totally forgettable. Of course I did. This is a movie about concrete. Just watch. This is the entire film. Watch this real quick clip, and this is like watching Architecton for the entire hour and a half. Slow motion, boulders sliding down a hill. This is the film I watched back on Thursday. And look, we're going to go way back. It's like a mine, right? All of the boulders are coming down like Silver Falls. You guys remember that? You put the quarter in and all the quarters come down and eventually come out the slot. Hopefully now it's tokens. Okay, so this is a weird documentary. It's very simple in its construction. It's got hypnotizing cinematography that is about, again, rocks, cement, and old ceremonial sites that we see throughout the film. That's about an hour and a half. It's got an interesting score, which I liked. That was cool. A24 always does scores right, and it does here. But it has nothing to say, man. It is a documentary about why don't we build things cool like we did in the past, right? Why don't we have cathedrals that look like that instead of we have boxes in apartment buildings? That's all this film is saying. So overall, unless you want to be like zoned out watching rocks in slow motion come falling down, cascading down, 75%. This is how niche this is. You guys ready for this story? I went to see this Thursday. Guess who was in my screening? Chris Gore. Guess who got up and left 20 minutes in? Chris Gore. So I will tell you this. Who is more dedicated to cinema, me or Chris Gore? The answer is me. I stayed. I watched the entire thing. He left 20 minutes in. If he refutes that, he's lying to you. He got up and left. He was there with his girlfriend. Guys, I'm just telling you, all I tell is truth. And he got up and left. So, again, we're the cinema champion, baby. We are the gold standard. We sit through everything. The only film I walked out of recently, remember, was Alto Nights. But I told you that I walked out and it's not happening. I don't really blame Chris for getting up and leaving because I told you guys this film is not anything you need to run out and see. 75% is being very kind and generous, but I was kind of mesmerized by this film because I just was just like in this zone where I was just watching it going, there comes some boulders. Wow, look at that. It's got this like cool, here come the boulders. So I was just kind of zoned out. I was tripping on this film. But I don't blame him really for leaving because but I'm just saying, who's the champion? Me! Because I stayed for the entire Architecton. Or however you say it. Okay, let's do I have one more? I need to take like another break before I get into another thing. Because I need to do one more evaluation. Let's just do it. I got it queued up. Here we go. This is a movie called Cloud. I saw this yesterday. I've seen so many movies lately. I feel like we got a lot to talk about. Let's watch the trailer for Cloud. It is a new foreign film from a director that has had a lot of good films, apparently. It is the first time I've seen anything from this director, and I like what I saw. Let's talk about it. It's called Cloud. Here comes a bit of the trailer right now on MMT. The evaluation starts right now.
転売屋です。そういう仕事ですから。
よくできてるのよこれ。
それは全部預からせてください。
いつまでも転売屋なんか続けてられないだろう。
新しい生活か、いいかもね。
変な物件扱ってないよね。
どういうことですか？
いろんな人が探ってるみたいですよ。
Okay, I'm going to pause right there and just tell you what the synopsis, just real quick on this, so you understand what's happening, okay? Foreign film, Japanese. This director, Kiyoshi Kurosawa, I don't think I've ever seen one of his films. So I've got to go back. This guy's been making films forever. So I'm just being honest with you guys. It's the first time. So I walked into this going, okay, it looks like it has good reviews. It's playing at the 8. I love the 8. And I said, let's go check this out, okay? So what you've got this kid who is a reseller on essentially eBay. Let's just call it that, okay? So he buys things in bulk and then sells them on eBay. And he ends up selling counterfeit stuff. So he gets in trouble with people that are pissed at him for selling them garbage that they paid a lot more than it's actually worth. Okay, that's essentially the film. And then it gets into this people that want revenge on this eBay reseller. And then it goes haywire on the back end. Now, here's what I like about this film, okay? And what I recommend, and trust me, I'd rather watch a Cloud or even an Architecton than half of the tentpoles I sit through. Because at least I'm thinking the entire time. She rides shotgun for sure. Because the entire time I'm engaged, I'm thinking, what's next? What's going on? The origin of the story, right? The eBay seller who ends up making enemies because he's selling fake shit is wonderful. I love it. The issue is that the second half of this film turns into something totally surreal and not nearly grounded, and that threw me off. I don't hate it for doing that because it's very ambitious. The tonal swings, because this film has a big time tonal swing in it. Very much like, okay, I know you've all seen Parasite, right? Parasite is one film, and at the end, holy shit, what just happened? This film is similar that way, where all of a sudden it's going to do something, and you're either going to go with it, and I largely went with it, but I wish that it didn't. But you can't ask for the film that I want. I would love to see a film about a guy who is a counterfeiter who makes enemies, and they're coming to get him, because that's kind of cool. The third act here is bonkers. Like I said, when it takes the twist, I'm not going to tell you what happens because I do want you to watch the film. It's going to take patience. You talk about a slow burn. This film takes an hour to get to where you can even figure out what's going on, okay? You sort of see the genesis and just drag. And then the second half goes haywire, okay? And largely, I'm okay with it. But again, I just wish the film didn't do it. But, I mean, listen, it is what it is. That's my take on it. At least I'm being honest about it, right? And overall, I'm going to give it the same score that I gave She Rides Shotgun, 85B, because it had me engaged. Listen, if your film has me thinking throughout what's going on, what's going to happen next, how would I change things, what do I like, what do I not like, that's great. When I'm sitting through like a 28 years later and I want to gouge my eyeballs out and run, not good, okay? That's why I got a terrible grade, because it's not anything that I would even recommend you sit through for like 5 minutes. Maybe the very beginning. No, even the beginning scene's not even that great about 28 years later. But certainly the last bit of that film is, wow, next level wretchedness. Okay, so, listen, 2 winners. Honest to God, I got to be honest with you. Even Naked Gun that I gave, I think, a 79 because I laughed a few times. I have had a nice streak here. I've seen 4 films that I didn't hate. Okay? I like She Rides Shotgun the most. I like Cloud second. And then I'd go Naked Gun, then I'd go Architecton. But I didn't hate any of them. That's wonderful. To have a 4-film win streak and then go back to Fantastic Four, a 5-film win streak essentially for me, this hasn't happened in a long time. So hopefully Weapons, some of you asking in the comments about Weapons, I'm looking forward to seeing Weapons. And remember, I was invited last week to see that early, and I want to thank the producer of that film, Roy, for reaching out to me and saying, hey, do you want to see it? And I said, I couldn't make it. It just wasn't going to happen. But I'm going to see it Thursday with Scott. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys right now, we're going to do Weapons. And you know what? I didn't see Ohio. I might, at this point, I don't know. Maybe this week. I just don't know if I'm going to like that. But maybe I will. Rob, okay, listen. For you, all right? And on Thursday, we're going to have Menzel. I'm going to do my evaluation. And then Scott's going to come on and refute whatever I have to say. We're going to see it together. We're going to be like Siskel and Ebert up in the balcony watching Weapons on Thursday. So we'll have the Weapons reaction stream Thursday, spoiler free. I promise you, because like Cloud, did I ruin Cloud? Did I ruin She Rides Shotgun? Did I ruin Architecton? There's no way to ruin Architecton. You saw it. It's literally boulders falling for an hour and a half. I guess that is a spoiler. And did I ruin Fantastic Four? No, I didn't ruin anything. Okay? Occasionally I ruin a film because I hate it. But overall, especially a film that's going to have some kind of surprise twist, or be like Weapons is going to have something weird happening. I know it. I know what happened with Barbarian. Something's going to happen in the third act that's going to be totally unexpected, and I'm either going to go with it or I'm going to hate it. And I'll tell you Thursday. I either hate it or love the twist. And if I loved it, I still won't ruin it because I know you guys want to see it. A lot of you excited about Weapons. I think you should be, because I want to see a Weapons. I want to see a Cloud. I want to see a She Rides Shotgun. I don't want to see, even though I like Fantastic Four, I don't want to see another fucking Marvel movie anytime soon. Certainly don't want to see through Superman again. I don't want to see Jurassic Park again. I don't want to see any of these things. I went to see Fantastic Four a second time this week. I told you guys. I went to see it in IMAX 3D. I loved it. It looked great. Literally great. It's the best Marvel movie we've seen in a long time. It's unfortunate, but again, it's $100 million up on Thundercocks, so let's not think it's all negative, okay? Let's see. I'm not doing Deep Focus Lens again, Steve. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. Bad Guys 2, I didn't get to. Listen, honest to God, I don't want to see it. It's not my thing anymore. You guys know, I got to draw the line. I'm not going to see, Scott wants me to see Freakier Friday tomorrow. It's even Burbank. I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch Freakier Friday. I'm not going to be fair to that film. I don't want to watch it. So I might not even see Avatar 3. I don't want to see it. You guys know how I feel at Avatar. Avatar's a big film, and it's hard not to watch because everyone's going to be like, did you see it? But with Freakier Friday, why am I watching Freakier Friday? There's no reason to watch that film. I don't need to. So I'm going to skip. I'm going to skip that, and I'm going to just go see something else. I might even go watch She Rides Shotgun again just for the feels. I love the feels of that film. It's flawed, but I love the feels. You guys understand that, right? Okay, let's do this. Let's watch a trailer. Someone want me to watch a trailer I've not seen yet. It's the new Neon film. Let's see if I can find it. Let's go here to Rotten Tomato trailers. Let's look here, and let's see if we can find it. I forget what it's called. I'll know it when I see it. Give me a second. Don't someone tell me. I'll find it. American Sweatshop? No. I've heard that looks cool. Maybe we'll watch that. Threesome trailer? Maybe we'll watch that. Threesome. Is Adriana Chechik in that? Lost Bus trailer? I didn't see that. Zootopia trailer I didn't watch. Good Lord. I haven't seen any of these. Eternity? I didn't watch Eternity. Jesus. I'm so far behind. Pardon me, guys. I know. For those of you faith-based. I don't see. Where's the one you want me to watch? I don't even see it. History of Sound? Someone tell me what they wanted me to watch. There's some trailer from Neon. I don't see it. Let's pick something else. Let's watch The Threesome, or let's watch Conjuring. Oh, hell no. Let's watch what's Twinless. I don't know. What one should we watch? Zootopia? Let's watch The Lost Bus. Here we go. We're gonna watch The Lost.
How's the vacation?
Because I think that's Paul Greengrass, isn't it? I think it's Greengrass.
Oh my.
Let's watch The Lost Bus.
Go fix this.
No, look, hey, look, they're advertising here. This is a free ad. Time out. You're watching an ad for Nobody 2 on my stream. Universal, I want 5 cents. That's what it's worth. 5 pennies. I want it paid in my account tomorrow. 15th. Here we go.
It's another dry and windy day in paradise.
Face to all drivers.
There's a situation developing at Ponderosa Elementary.
I know it's Greengrass because you got the shaky cam.
There are 23 kids who are stranded. Is there anybody in the area that can pick them up? Is there anybody that can go and pick these kids up?
Look, you got to show the family. But look, the face, the McConaughey face he's making, right?
963 to base, I can get him.
Dude, I feel like I'm watching Abbott Elementary. The way that's right. I'm not a fan of that. Like Greengrass worked at one time, but that whole, shaky cam zoom shit.
It's just another brush fire, nothing new.
It's just too much. This is not what it is. Greengrass. I knew it. I didn't even need to know, and I knew because you can just see. You know how United 93, Captain Phillips, that other one he made on the island, that horrible Swiss thing where the guy came over and killed all the campers. That was that film was 4th of July, July 11th, whatever, July something.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Mary.
Kevin.
Kids, this is our bus driver, Kevin.
No, it's from Jason Blum. Uh-oh.
I don't think you understand the urgency of our situation here.
Quietly, calmly, one single line. You know all of us are going to be there? It's going to take 10 minutes.
All right, based on a true story, he rides the bus with the kids. All right, I'm not going to watch it anymore. Sorry, guys. I'm done. I'm done with The Lost Bus. I'm sure I'll watch it. It's Apple. It's probably an awards player, I hope. Let's see. One more. What's the one that someone wanted me to watch? Someone tell me. I forget. Someone to remind me. It was some... Mud was okay. Listen, if I'm going to tell you which movie to watch from Jeff Nichols, it's not Mud. It's going to be Take Shelter, okay? And then I even think I like elements of Mud, but the screenplay is not as perfect as I'd want it to be. I'd want it to be a little bit more depressing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's something, I got to go back and watch it, but I think the best film from Jeff Nichols is going to be Take Shelter with Michael Shannon and what's her ass, who before she was a big star. Yeah, it's one of his best performances. I love that film. You know what's interesting about Take Shelter is let's watch that trailer. Screw that. I don't care. Take Shelter. Real quickly, I want to show you guys a little Take Shelter if you never watch it. Take Shelter is a film that I feel like it plays now. I mean, I've told you guys this. Don't get me started. I don't want to do it. I don't want to start talking about MMT Gets Freaky. I believe that there's some really crazy shit heading our way. And I mean that. It's not a joke like Weber's losing his mind. Ha, 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 ha. It's true. I think all the signs are very apparent that there is something really bad coming. Okay? Now, here's the reality. We're being told there's a UFO coming, right, from outer space coming our way. There is something already here. I've already talked about it. Don't even get me started. I know I'm right. I know you guys, if you never watched, you're thinking, like, this guy, trust me. My instincts, for whatever reason, when the creator gave me the gifts I have, and everybody's got different gifts. One of the gifts I have is perception. And I can see through things and feel things. I go back to COVID. You know, a lot of you fell for, let's just be honest with each other, a lot of you fell for the shit. And you know it now. Now you know it. I knew it then. Go back and look. I talked about it. I talked about it on Twitter. I talked about how this is fear-based. I talked about how this is propaganda. It was all there. And I knew it. Because I can tell when someone's authentic. And I think you guys can tell too. You know, the one thing no one's ever said, right? People said, Weber's this, Weber's that. Has anyone ever said that guy's a phony? Has it ever happened? No, because they can't. Because you watch, you go, I can't. Even if you want to say it, you can't say it because you're lying to yourself. And ultimately, you know, you can't, if you want to be taken seriously by anybody, you can't be out here lying. And I think people in general they lie. Okay, here we go. Let's look. Real quickly, this isn't going to take long. I'm looking right now. This is where I'm looking because I'm looking for what I'm looking. Oh, hold on. Where is it? Is that something right there? No, give me a second. Give me a second. Just trust me on this, guys. So you who know, you already know. Okay, hit. I'm looking. It's cloudy. It's cloudy. It's not going to show. It's not going to fucking show. It's not going to show today. Do you guys see all those clouds? This is the problem. Give me 1 second. I'll look right here. Let's go here. Again, this is just presented for your enjoyment. South. There's the moon. Give me a second. Show camera loop. Okay, let's just watch. Give me a second. Let me go west. Okay, just trust me on this. When I see it, when I show, you'll see it. You'll see it. Here we go. It's not really there. There's a little bit of it. Little bit of it in the background. It's hard to see. It's hard to see. Just give me 1 second. Let me do one more thing because I want to show you guys. It's not here live. I have a video I could show. I don't have it right in front of me. Just give me 1 second. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Those of you, just quick. It's not gonna be long. Then we'll go back and we'll finish this thing up tonight. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's go. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Larson. Okay, it's Larson Bay, Alaska is what I'm looking for. There it is. Okay. All right, so here we go. There it is. Those of you who've never watched, just real quickly, I'm just going to make this very simple. I'm not going to watch that fucking movie. So, just quick. It's a picture. You guys were like, it's a picture. Problem is in the video version of this, it rotates. The object you're looking at rotates. And the line you see across the middle rotates around with it. Okay? So, it looks like you're going to say a lens flare. Fine. You can say that all you want. The problem is in the video, and I think we're going to find one. It actually rotates. And look, it shows up every day. It's there every day in a clear day. That is clearly in the sky. The sun is beaming off the top of that. Okay? Now, let me show you real quickly so you guys understand what I'm talking about. Let's see if there's a video. I think there is. Here we go. Here. This is good. Give me a second. Can you guys see this? It's not really... Let me roll back. Do you see it? Watch. Okay, one more time. I can't make it bigger. See, so there's the same object, right? But here's the reality. Watch it rotate. It rotates, and the line that goes across right there, right? You can see it. It's very clearly there, and there's like craters on it or something. Watch. The line continues to go. It continues to rotate. Then it disappears. It's almost like it's cloaked. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just telling you guys. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Let me see if there's one more video. Is that you're going to say, why aren't they talking about this? Why do you not think? Are you kidding me? Do you really think? Do you really think they want to talk about this shit? The fact that I'm talking about it now isn't good. I mean, you wonder why this channel gets literally throttled? Because I'm going to sit here and thank you. Rob, I appreciate that. But listen, do you think that do you think they're okay with me talking about this? Fuck no. Why do you think MMT gets throttled? Why do you think that we don't get? Because you're not supposed to talk about this shit. You're not supposed to talk about that. Dude, there's something there. It's not a question. It's there. It's there every day on a clear day. And it's in multiple cameras. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4. You think that's a lens flare? I'm just telling you, it's not. That's it. It's not a lens flare, dude. You get it. I'm tired of these people. You know what I'm telling you? There's a lot of people that are disinformation motherfuckers. I'm going to just lay it out for you like that. There's a lot of people out there where you present this. They're like, oh, it's a lens flare. You don't know what you're talking about. Really? Why is it there every day? Why does it rotate? Don't play that game with me. I'm telling you what, and you don't think that the powers that be know that about me, that I'm not going to play their game? The studios all know I don't play the game. Trust me when I say that Grok knows I don't play the game. Like, dude, AI can quickly scan. If AI watched one of my videos, they'd say this guy's not good for the world. In that he's going to not hold back. Do you think anyone else in this space would even bring this shit up? Hell no. Hold on, where is it? There it is. It's very faint in the background. Do you see it? There it is. Look. It's right in front of you, dudes. It's just hard to see. Oh, guess what? Ask Grok what it is. It'll tell you it's a lens flare. It'll absolutely say it's a lens flare. Why is it right there? Why is it right there? I can't tell you why you can't see it totally. It's weird. But look, it's in all these pictures every day. Look, that's a different angle. It's in a different camera. This is Wolf Creek Pass. Here's a video right here. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. See it? It's in the middle. It's very hard to see, but trust me, it's there. Look, see it? Okay, watch. Wait. Hold on. Look, it's almost underneath. Okay, there it is. Look off to the left. It's very faint, and it's in the background. It almost looks like it's a blue background ball. See it? Right there. And look, it's rotating. Different camera. Look at it. It's rotating. 100%, dude. It's just right there. It's right in front of you. Well, yeah, but here's the thing, though, is that there's something guiding off the top. It's fine. I'm just telling you guys, forget all that. Forget all that. Forget all what I just said. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you this. That at the end of the day, is that here's why I'm bringing back Take Shelter. I'm sorry, this is what we do. We do it live. I'm telling you that if I want to be wrong about this, but I know I'm not wrong. Something catastrophic will be here in the next 10 years, max. Max. And remember I said that. I don't care. Put me on record. I don't care. That's what Take Shelter. Take Shelter the entire time. He's telling everybody this shit's coming, and he kind of loses his mind. I'm not losing my mind. I'm cogent. I'm 100% here. Everything's good. But watch. This is the trailer for Take Shelter. And by the way, what a score. Listen to it. You're going to hear the score in this trailer. Old school trailer.
You got a good life, Curtis. I think that's
quote from way back when he wasn't a total shill. From Cinematical. What is that? No idea. He builds a shelter because he thinks the end of the world's coming, but watch.
You didn't say one.
Really strong. I forget the name of that guy. Wingo? I want to say something Wing. Really good. He needs to do more work. He also did the score for Midnight Special, which is another Jeff Nichols film. Go watch this. It's a really good film, but what I love about it, I think it's very timely, even though it's 14 years ago now, that I believe, like Shannon's character, some bad shit's coming. I just don't know what it is. I mean, first of all, you get the UFO coming. You've got a new moon. You've got this thing that we're showing on the thing. Dude, all the signs are here. We're getting earthquakes all over the world. Okay? We're getting all kinds of stuff that's happening. Floods, crazy hurricanes, everywhere. Okay? Because something's here. It's here. It's not like coming. They're telling you it's coming. I'm telling you it's here. And we're not going to be told. Sorry, man. It's my channel. I'm talking movies, but what I'm saying is true. I'm 100% certain of it. I'm not 99. I'm 100% certain. I just can't. Listen, I can show you some things. I can just tell you, when it comes to perceiving things, I was gifted that. And I'm here to tell you, this is all building to something that, man, I'm telling you, man. But here's the deal. As I say that to you tonight, I want you to still get out there and live. I don't want anyone to be... Listen, I could find out the world's going to end at the end of the week. I'm going to go to the gym in the morning. Swear to God. Because you shouldn't be living your life in fear. You should be getting in the middle of things, getting out there, and not living through a screen all the time, but doing things. Today I played volleyball all day. Awesome day. Played like shit, but it's fun. Got out there. That's what it's about. So, even though I'm telling you that some bad shit's coming, 100%, don't let that affect you, because you can't do anything about it. I'm not going to go build a storm shelter here in Burbank, which is, yeah. So, listen, and I'm not going to ruin the movie for you, but you need to watch the end of it. The man's great. So, again, you know, it sounds like I'm like negative, but at the end of the day, I just think it's being real. District 9's great. Love District 9. John, really great film. Is awesome to see him come back, by the way. To see him come back with Gran Turismo, a film that's very strong. I like Gran Turismo. I mean, I love F1. I think it's a stronger overall looking film, but Gran Turismo has a better screenplay than F1. Isn't that wild? Right? So the direction and look and feel of F1 stronger than Gran Turismo, but Gran Turismo has a better screenplay. I like Gran Turismo's screenplay a lot. It's good. I mean, listen, if I follow the rabbit, I'm in trouble. It's scared of a lens flare. No, it's not. It's so much worse. It's so much worse. You know, it's funny. As I talk about that real quickly, let me just show you something. This is, we'll do it right now because I figured why not. Because it's the end of the show. I might as well do a freaky at this point. Let's go to Google Earth. I'm going to show you guys a couple things. So here's the reality. You guys need to start watching. Here, hit this. Okay, let me get this bigger. Okay, you guys know what that is. We've talked about this before, right? I mean, very clearly. Very clearly, you guys know. Okay, so real quickly, let's go zooming in. So this is Argentina, right? Let's follow that down. I've turned it sideways, so it's going east and west instead of going north and south. So we're going south. We're going to the South Pole / Antarctica, and we're going right down here where the South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands are. And what do you see? Can't miss it. Dude, it's right in front of you. How you can't miss what I'm showing you. You can pretend you don't see it, but it's right in front of you. It's right in front of you, dudes. Assuming that's a real satellite picture, it's 100% right in front of you. If you don't see that, I can't even help you. But it's not just that someone's saying it's a snakehead. Let's zoom in a little bit. I've showed this before, but let's just talk about it. What's that? That's an eye. Dude, that's 100% an eye. Let me zoom in a little closer. Right here is the eye socket, or at least the eyeball. Okay? Then this is the tear duct, right? Zoom out, right? Right there. So that's the tear duct, okay? Other side, it's symmetry. The other side is right here. Look, there's the tear duct here. It's covered. The only way we don't see the other eye is because this motherfucking island's right there. This is all ice and then the South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands. Otherwise, we would see the other eye. Eye 1, eye 2. I want symmetry, but let's continue. Let's go down to the bottom. What do you think those are going across the nose? Active volcanoes. So it's not a snake. Meh. How to Train Your... Yeah. Dudes, it's right there. Why are these volcanoes going across the nose like that? Across the snout. It's right in front of you, dude. Watch it. Watch it. But it's right there. It's right in front of you. Okay? I mean, I understand. I'm just saying, okay, I've never been there. I don't know what the true satellite imagery is. I mean, they could be presenting something. I don't know. We don't know. Have you been to outer space? I haven't either. No one you know has. But if I'm going based on Google Images, if you're going to tell me that doesn't look like exactly what it is and I just showed you all the little features of it, then I don't know what to tell you. And even if you want to pretend, okay, let's do this. Let's make it bigger. Let's do this. Okay, let's play this. Let's play. There's two things to play. Let's play that's not an eye. You guys want to play that? Let's make it bigger. Let's play this bigger. The eye's right here. Do you see it? So this would be what? A snout. This would be like a smoke hole. In fact, that actually might be it. I finally am seeing it different tonight. Look here. Okay, so this would essentially be if it was able to blow fire, it would need to have exhaust on the sides, right? I know you guys are like, what the fuck's happening? But it's true. That's the eye right there. There's an eye right there. Do you see it? It's covered. The other eye's over here. It's covered by, again, the South Sandwich Island. It's right here. This is the other eye right here. 1 and 2. And that would be the snout. That would be the nostril. So this is a nostril instead. Yeah, I'm with that. You guys with me? I know. Listen, 100%. 100%. So, right. So either the eye is here, the eye's there. That's the eye, which actually I'm starting to think that's the eye. And this is the nostril. This is the way for the smoke to get out. And then the fire comes out through here too. It's got to have ventilation. Ventilation, eyeball. All that. So look, if you go back, it's even bigger. That actually makes more sense. My bad. I've been wrong about this the whole entire time. It just took me a second to look at it again. The eye is right here. This is the eye. It's underneath the ice. That's the eye. This is the exhaust. That's the exhaust 1 and exhaust 2 over here. That's the eye. And the other eye's over here, frozen. It's 100% what it is. Do you guys actually think that all these dragon stories... I mean, I don't care. It's Sunday night. I'm just like shooting the shit at this point. Do you guys actually think that all the dragon stories out there are made up? You think they're all fictional? Why every single culture in the history of man has story of dragons? China in particular. Okay? And if you actually go in and look at China, you could even say that there's stuff in China. There's stuff that looks like dragon here. Okay? Some people say, if you look at this, that's a gigantic eye right there. That thing right there. I know some of you are freaking out going, what is this guy talking about? But once you see it, you can't unsee it. One more, just because I'm here, who cares? Let me turn, okay, so this is the United States, obviously, and Canada. I'm going to turn it this way. And you're going to see a raptor. There's a raptor in front of you. Do you see it? The tail goes out towards Alaska. The tail of Alaska is the tail of the raptor. Do you guys see it? Okay. The head is right here. That's the head. This is going back. And then the tail is here. In fact, this thing here, I watch Roger on Mud Fossil. Mud Fossil University is really good on YouTube. He says this is a stinger or a pincher. It comes back, it retracts, it goes into here, and you can see it still sitting there. In fact, he says some of this out here is where it squirted some of that shit out, like venom. Okay, so real quickly, this is the head right here. Here's the eye. You want to see the eye? You want to see the eye? It'll freak you out. You're going to be like, holy shit. There's the eye. It's right there. Sutter Buttes is the eye of this creature. There it is. This is Sutter Buttes. That is the eye. That's the pupil. All that leftover garbage there is the pupil. Does that make sense to you guys? No, but yeah, but here's the thing. Do you see what I'm talking about? Look, zoom out. Okay, imagine a dinosaur. Imagine a dinosaur. That's the head. Okay, so this is the nose coming down, and the eye is right here to give you some idea. That's the eye. The eyeball's right fucking there. Look, it's a pupil. It's literally an eyeball. You can see it. Zoom out. It's sideways. But look, when you go really wide, you can see what I'm talking about. That's a tail. That's like a raptor tail, is it not? Look, that's a raptor tail. And also, what Roger talks about on Mud Fossil, right here is Mount St. Helens in here. And guess what Mount St. Helens is? This motherfucker's ass. This thing shits. The volcano's basically his digestive system where he takes a dump. That's Mount St. Helens. It's way better. Do you guys see it? No, I think mythology is 100%. There's a lot of truth in what's going on. If you go by what I'm saying and you think this is actually we're living on the carcass of a dead creature, okay, and look how big this is, by the way. Okay, this creature's head, if I go by what I'm saying, is essentially from the northern part of Los Angeles, Bakersfield, all the way up through Sacramento, the eyes past Sacramento. And look, it goes all the way out to Alaska. That's how big this creature was. Dude, you guys know didn't you ever look at the Alaska, the islands, and go, what the fuck is that thing? It's a tail. It's 100% a tail of this creature. I don't know how many millions of years ago. I have no idea. But dinosaurs / dragons are way bigger than we've been told. Way bigger. Yeah, Dante's in with Chris, so. Oh, real quick, someone want me to talk about, mention something about, what's his ass? Snyder. I'm not going to talk about Snyder ever again. Done. I'm not going to tell you why. I'm done. It's never going to happen again, so don't even ask. End of discussion. End of discussion. But back to this. This is way bigger than movies. Movies are cool. I like talking about it, and I think I can still do that. But what I'm talking about is nuts. Okay? It makes everything we've been told bullshit. And you don't think, well, why don't they tell you that? Why do you think they don't tell you that? Because it would change everything. It is. Mount St. Helens is his ass. 100%. Or her ass. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I don't know. I can't tell. Is there a giant penis? I have no idea. Somewhere near. But the reality is, once you show it to someone, you see it. Just answer me a question. Do you see what I'm talking about? Of course you do. I mean, you can't miss the head. Dude, you guys can't miss the head. The head's right here. If you're, you have to be blind to miss this shit. Fucking snake head. Dragon head. Eyeball's here. I'm sorry, tonight I figured it out. This is the eyeball. Eyeball's hidden. This is the eyeball. That's it. It's right there. That is the eyeball. Do you see it? That is 100% the eyeball. It's a gigantic. This motherfucker's Smog. Dude, this is Smog. 100%. From Lord of the Rings. And that is his nostril. Oh my God, dude. I finally put it together, bro. Thank you, guys. It's like a moment of inspiration tonight. Eyeball, eyeball, nostril, nostril. Volcano's nose. End of discussion. And this fucker, dude, do you know how big this thing was? Dude, this thing is the size of, look, just go back. Get rid of the clouds. I don't know why the clouds are on there. Go back. Look how big. If that's the head, that means the body's all in here. This is all the body at the bottom of the ocean. All of this, all of the side of Antarctica is part of that. All of this is all part of it. All along Argentina. Dude, this thing, if it was in the air flying around, you'd look up and go, you'd have a heart attack. You couldn't, it would just be the whole sky. The entire sky would be this thing. You just look up and go, holy shit. All right. I'm about done. We're an hour and a half. It was fun tonight, though, guys. I just like to do, it is, thank you. Listen, if it turns out to be real, listen, here's all I want you guys to do. Do me a favor. Can you just do me this? That's the eyeball. 100%, dudes. Do you see it? It's right there. We would see the actual, that is an eye and a tear duct. It's right on the side, and the other one's right over here, symmetry. And that's a nose hole. It's a nostril. Look when I do that. Can you see it? Look. Dude, that's the eyeball right there. This son of a bitch was huge. Dude, this is Leviathan. Well, no, because first of all, me doing this will get this stream, like, it won't even show up anymore. I'm not kidding you guys, not a joke. What I'm talking about is not because once you guys start waking up and seeing some of this stuff, then everything you've been sold, you'll start to go, I don't believe any of this shit. And that's the problem they don't want. They don't want you waking up. And the problem is, I've talked about this, it's not a problem, but the reality is this, is that it was COVID that turned me into the person I am today. Because before that, I didn't even look, right? We were all blissfully unaware. But once COVID hit, you started to say, wait a second. There's some levers being pulled here. So if this isn't accurate, then let's start looking at this, and then this, and then this. And I think that's what's happening with a lot of people nowadays. They are now starting to peel back the layers of the onion, as it were. And that's not good for the people. The people in charge don't like that. They just don't. Well, listen, John, I'm gonna, since might as well I'll go with this. You're saying the studios don't mind. First of all, the studios don't mind losing money because, let's face facts, money can be printed. It's not a gold standard. We're the gold standard. So if you don't have a gold standard, money can be printed. And therefore, if you can just be handed money and it really has no value, it's a piece of paper, right? We can agree, 100%. And I think what a lot of people forget is go woke, go broke, right? Disney's never going to go broke. The people that are pushing agendas have money. And they don't care about losing money because money, again, is kind of all bullshit if you think about it. So if you have an agenda that you want to push, whether it's DEI, trans, Catholicism, doesn't matter. If you want to push that agenda, you're going to do it no matter what because you're flush with cash and or you are pulling the levers so you don't even care. It's not about the money. It's about trying to get you essentially brainwashed to think the way they want you to think. I know, dudes. I know what I'm doing is weird. I get it. I know that it's not normal. I get it. You turned in here to watch a movie thing. We talked about some stuff. I'm doing it. I get it. But I can tell you this, as I literally am like out of words. So tired. Okay. I promise you this, that what I talk about is not kosher. And I'm not saying that because of the kosher. I'm saying it's not going to be agreeable with many people. They don't want this talked about. So I don't care. It's my stream. If they yank Midnight Movie Talk from me on YouTube and it's gone tomorrow, I'll show up on, I promise you I'll go on Rumble or BitChute. I'll just go on and I'll talk because ultimately I don't care about likes, subscribes, and all that shit. I care about speaking truth. And if that's all you want, that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit here and lie and make up stuff and be told I got to say this or that. I don't have any part of that. It doesn't interest me, okay? I disassociated myself from like the love of money a long time ago. I love my soccer kits, football jerseys, football kits, whichever you want to go with it. Tonight is Aston Villa, by the way. I love playing volleyball. I love going to the gym. I don't need to drive a Ferrari. I don't care about it. Doesn't matter to me. I don't need to stay in a 5-star hotel. I've done it before. It's fine. It's fucking bad. Okay. So when you don't care about that, then it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. I have a roof over my head. I have a car that drives. I get to go to the movies. I get to talk about mythical beasts that are buried in the earth. This is all good. I'm good. That makes me happy. Hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks for being here, MMT. That's a long stream. I'm not even going to do the comment blast closeout because honestly, I'll read as many as I can as I get out of here, and I'll make sure I want to thank Rob again for that super chat. 2 of them. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. For that, I'll go see it. I'll go see Ohio this week, and we'll talk about it Thursday after Weapons. I'll mention it quickly. Hopefully I like it. I think it's still in theaters. I'll see it. Because, I mean, listen, I would probably do it without the super chat, but honestly, because of the super chat, I will do it. Rob, I will do it. Hermosa or Laguna, quickly, a couple ones. Let's see. I'll do a very quick comment blast goes out. Hermosa Beach or Laguna Beach. Hermosa, Laguna is way too far. It's way, way, way down there. Live near the beach is cool. I mean, listen, honestly, wait, what am I looking for? The dog ending and silent. No, I haven't. Well, I can't tonight. Maybe another time. Control because money. It does. Honestly, it just, so many people in this world live for material things. And I'm not saying I don't love my kits. I do. I mean, I have a crazy collection of them. Like, I had to get another rack to put more in here. But listen, that's it. And that's not even that crazy, right? I don't have to be a millionaire to have all my kits, okay? I don't have to be a millionaire to play volleyball. I don't have to be a millionaire to go to the gym, okay? You have to have things in your life that make you happy, and it's not about having the biggest house, the baddest car. It just doesn't matter, man. Ultimately, is there a roof over your head? Do you have a shower? Do you have a kitchen? Do you have a toilet? Let's just be honest. Beyond that, what do you really need? You can live at the beach, coach. I'm not saying you can't. It's cool. I'm not saying I wouldn't like to do that. But you don't need that, right? You don't need that to make you happy. And I think that's where people get messed up in this world. And after going through what I went through way back in, 10 years ago now, when I was at the end of the rope, I was done. I'm like, I'm not going to live anymore. I don't want to live. Okay? I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Once you've been there, I don't care. I don't give a shit about really anything. I mean, I care and I want to do things and I want to get out and do stuff, but I don't worry about the opinion of others, and I don't worry about how someone's going to perceive what I say here on the channel or whatever it is, because ultimately what I'm saying is all true. So if you don't like that, you don't see me talking about Gore and his family or any shill and his wife or something, right? It's always about the shill. It's about a fantasy that's totally overrated. It's not about fantasy and whoever he's dating. Like, that's not cool, okay? Doing stuff like that's not cool. I don't do that. Yeah, I've talked about Gore being drunk. He doesn't. I've seen him get drunk. What do you want me? If he doesn't like that, don't be a drunk. I've said that before. If someone wants to say Erick's a drunk, I'll be like, well, I am, but I'm not. I used to be in college. But my point is if you don't like that, it's not personal. I've been around it. I've seen it. Okay, if I'm going behind the scenes and saying, something like deeply personal, different story. That's not for public consumption. But me saying someone's a shill or someone's not good at this, that's totally fair. If someone wants to do that for me, they can do it. They could come on and say, Weber's the worst. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And I'll be like, I don't care. I know what I'm talking about. You don't know. Like, why am I going to worry about that? Back to that whole thing that happened with Jeff. Like, that was nuts. I'm not going to deal with this. It's just not even worth it. Like, honestly, think about it. It's not even worth it. Even these movies, we get in here and we talk about Superman's better than this or Fantastic. Dudes, it's a movie. Let's just not freak out. Now, I think I'm 100% right about these evaluations, but still a movie. Still a movie. There's bigger things in the world, and let's have fun, but also not be afraid to say truth. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to do that. They want to say things that make people feel better. And I'm not going to do that. Not my thing. All right, guys, thanks for being here. We're back on Thursday. Take a few nights off, and back Thursday with Weapons. I know a lot of you excited about that, and I'll be honest with you, I am too. I've been looking forward to this film for a long time. I love the idea, the premise of this, of school kids go missing at 2:17 in the morning. The idea of drawing in likely school shootings into a horror film, that whole thing, that works. Okay, so I want to see what Zach has done, and I hope that when I come out of the film, I say I really love how this came together. I think the only issue I'm going to have with Weapons coming out on Thursday is I don't like where Zach took this. I want to see this go here. Go back to Cloud. Just quickly, our evaluation tonight. I want to see Cloud stay grounded in just the eBay reseller who's now on the shit list of a bunch of people that want to see him dead. I don't want to see it turn into this kind of weird, like, out of reality situation that's almost a comedy, right? So that's what I want. I hope Weapons, and I said this from a long time ago when I first watched that trailer, I just want Weapons to stay dark, uncompromising, and unflinching. And at the end, I'm like, yes, that's what I want to see, which means probably a really bad cinema score, right? Because bad cinema scores come from films that have really down endings. So if Weapons has an up ending, I'm probably not going to like it that much. I want my horror films to be savage. I do not want them to hold back. We're not talking about Terrifier 3. That's just too much. It's gratuitous. But I just want to see a film that is fearless in going there. And I hope Weapons does. We'll talk about it Thursday. Thanks for being here. We're back on Thursday night. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your week. And go out and explore. That's how we'll leave it tonight. Peace out.